Hello 3 Mandela and welcome to your third maths lesson of the week. In today's lesson, we are going to be recognising a third. Your learning objective is, can I recognise a third? In today's lesson, we will be recapping our learning from year 2 so that we are able to apply our understanding of fractions to recognise a third, so that we can use and apply reasoning and solve problems when recognising a third as a fraction. Our lesson starter for today. When I've read you the questions, pause your video and have a go at answering them on your whiteboard. Question 1. Complete the number sentence using less than, greater than, or equals to. Question number 2. What number is the arrow pointing to? Question number 3. Write the number represented in digits. So each green counter is worth 100 and each yellow counter is worth 10. Question number 4. How many hours are in a day? Pause your video now and have a go at answering those questions for me. Let's go over the answer. 365 is greater than 356. The arrow would be pointing to 800 because we are counting in jumps of 100. The number represented is 440 because we have 4 hundreds and 4 tens. How many hours are in a day? There are 24 hours in a day. So we're going to start by completing the sentence. The whole pizza is split into how many equal parts? If I count the number of parts, we will find our answer. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So the whole pizza is split into 3 equal parts. If it is split into 3 equal parts, each part is worth a third. This can also be written as a fraction, and we would write that like this. Remember, the number at the bottom of our fraction tells us how many parts there are all together. Look at the shapes. Draw the shapes on your whiteboard. Shade a third of each shape. I'm going to look at the first shape. If I'm shading a third, I am colouring in 1 part. The whole is split into 3 equal parts. So I'm going to shade 1 part. Pause your video, draw the other 2 shapes and draw 1 third. Let's check our answers. You may have coloured in a different third, but as long as you have 1 part shaded, you have still shown a third. Which letters represent 1 third? Write the letter on your whiteboard. Explain why the other shapes do not represent a third. So look at the shapes, find the shapes that show a third and explain why the other shapes do not represent a third. Pause your video now. So the shapes that showed us a third were shape C and shape D. Let's find out why shapes A and B do not show us a third. A doesn't show us a third because this shape has been split into 6 equal parts with 1 part shaded. B doesn't show us a third because this shape has been split into 4 equal parts with 1 part shaded. The astronaut says, I have 1/3 of a pizza because I have 1 slice and there are 3 slices left. Do you agree? Explain your reasoning. So let's have a look at our problem. So I have 1/3 of a pizza. So the astronaut thinks he has 1/3 of a pizza because I have 1 slice and there are 3 slices left. Let's have a think about what this could look like. So the astronaut has got 1 slice of pizza. So there is the astronaut's slice of pizza. But there are 3 slices left. So 1, 2, 3. Those are the 3 slices of pizza left. Here is the 1 slice of the pizza that the astronaut has. Let's see how we could explain this. The astronaut is incorrect. He has 1/4 of the pizza because there were 4 slices altogether and he has 1 of them. There would need to be 3 slices altogether for him to have a third. Remember to draw pictures to help you when you are solving problems. Now it's your turn. Choose between activity 1, activity 2 and activity 3. Then you could challenge yourself with the challenge questions. Activity 1, part 1. Write the letters of the shapes that have been split into thirds. Part 2. Write the letters of the shapes that have 1/3 shaded. Activity 2. Match the shaded part of each image to the correct letter. So you've got 1/3 and not 1/3. So it'd be a really good idea if on your board you wrote 1/3 and not 1/3 and wrote the letters next to the boxes for me. Draw the shapes. Leave 1/3 of each shape unshaded. Can you find 4 different ways? Sue, Gia and Asha each show a piece of ribbon. Whose whole ribbon is the longest and whose is the shortest? Explain why. If a shape has been split into 18 parts, I would need to shade 3 to show 1/3. Is Cat correct? Explain this answer. Show it on a diagram. Dom asks, is 1/3 of 27 greater than 1/4 of 36? Explain how you know. How many cubes need to be circled to represent 1/3? Show this. You will need to draw pictures to show it. Remember to take a picture of your work and upload it onto Tapestry.